wonderful learning individuals. How are you all doing today? It is so great to have you here. Thank you also so much for pressing the play button. I am Johnny, your host with HomeCountry Mathematics. Now, let us learn some maths together, shall we? Alright, guys and gals, as usual, it is so great to have you. Thank you so much for learning along with the channel. Much love for that. We are in Unit A, Section 1-5. The topic is the percent proportion. Let's do some more examples. The question is, use the percent proportion to find each number. We have a variety of questions that we can do. And this one says, so here's the question. 50% of what number is 80? Okay, so clearly we are given the 50%. And of, when I hear of, I think Q, and is C. Okay, so 50% of what number, so Q's unknown, is 80. Let's solve. Okay, cross multiply. That's what we're doing. Step 1, step 2. I always like to put Q on the left-hand side. As a matter of fact, I probably could shortcut a step here, but I will show you. All right, 50 Q equals left-hand side equals right-hand side. Like I always say, mathematics is kind of like, well, it's a balancing thing, right? One side equals another side. You'll see that a lot. And now we're going to go 80 times 100. Again, cross multiply. 80. Actually, let me clear that up first. And then we'll write it. 80 multiplied by 100. Okay. Left-hand side equals right-hand side. We need to isolate Q. Essentially, skipping all the, I guess I'm already kind of showing it there. What we're really doing is just taking this 50 and moving it underneath as a denominator. Really, that's the step. Okay? So, showing the work, since the 50 is there, I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to go like this. I don't know why that's doing that. And let's go like this. Wowzers. I'm doing this because that's hilarious. All right. And divided by 50. Okay? So essentially we're canceling the 50s on the left-hand side. Realistically, guys and gals, all we're doing is moving. It's a multiplication here. What's the opposite of multiply? It's divide. So when we move it to the right-hand side of the equal sign, we're dividing. So it's changing the steps. It's kind of like when you move a positive value to the right-hand side of an equal sign, you're changing the sign. All right, in this case, we're changing it from multiplication to division. All right, what are we left with? We're left with Q. I'm going to do a bunch of different examples here for you guys and gals, thinking that, well, I always suggest that practice makes perfect, right? The more you do, the better you're going to get. Again, each problem is unique, so they're not all the same. And setting up is key. If you mess up the setup, meaning the values here, especially, you're gonna end up with the wrong answer. I don't want you to have the wrong answer. So let's just grind more problems for fun. Okay, I'm gonna shortcut here a little bit and cancel a couple of zeros. I could do it here, I guess. Yeah, that would be better because 5 goes into 10, and let's do that. All right, bringing the work up to here equals, what do we have? 80 times 10. I'm just showing all the work so you can clearly see, all divided by 5. Okay, we can still reduce because we know 5 goes into 10. Again, if I show the work, 5 times 1, 5 times 2, what we're really doing is canceling the 5s. It's all the same. I could break 10 into 5 times 2, and 5 I could break into 5 times 1. Without showing the extra additional work, I'm just going to go like this. 1, like this, 2. We are left with any value divided by 1 is just going to be the same value. So really all we need to do is write down the numerator. And that's 80 times 2. Perfect. Okay, quickly, I recommend you have your multiplication and or times table memorized. Some days it feels like I still have to study it. I recommend it because sheesh. Say this a lot. It's going to help you grind your mathematics problems quickly, effectively, efficiently. You're going to be pretty fast at figuring out those common values, especially when you're factoring and reducing. So, good luck on your studies. We all support you here. All right, we know that 8 times 2 is, I knew that was going to happen. I'll have to call him back. Okay, 8 times 2 is 16. I just had this feeling that the phone was going to ring while I'm recording. Sheesh! 8 times 2 is 16. Just bring down the 0 and we're done. Okay? That's it. Right? And we pretty much could figure out the answer, right? You can see how the left-hand side equals the right-hand side. It's a balancing equation thing. Okay, you can see this now, right? The numerator is smaller than the denominator, which means like 50% is basically half of 80. So we're doubling the denominator, right? So there we go. Let us continue. What number is 25% of 18? Okay, I'm going to do the setup here because this is common anyways. I could pretty much write this down to start with, right? Okay, what number is 25%? So we're given the 25%, okay? of 18. Remember, of, think Q. So this is the is, and this is the of. Okay? What number is 25% of 18? And C is unknown. Now that we have our setup, right? The setup is key. As long as you have the right values in the right place, you should come up with the correct answer. Cross multiply again. All right. So again, I'm going to go C on the left-hand side, so I can go 100 C equals 18 times 25. All right. Canceling the 100 on the left-hand side. Again, we're really just moving it over here as a denominator. I really could skip this step here, but that's okay. All right, cancel that. And then we are left with C equals 18 times 25. Whoops. Over 100. Okay, let's reduce. We know 25 goes into 100 4 times, right? 25 times 4. All right, and 25 is 25 times 1. Let's do this and this. I'm left with 1 here and 4 here, right? C is equal to 18 divided by 4. Okay, so this means we're getting, so I know 6 times 3 is 18. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 4 is 16. 18 doesn't divide nicely, right? With 18. What am I saying, Batman? 18 doesn't divide nicely with 4. I don't know if my mouth is faster than my brain, or is it my brain faster than my mouth? I don't know. Okay, thinking in 3D. I think it's kind of an odd answer here. Imagine we're going to end up with a decimal, right? So let's save some time. $18. See if I can figure it out. 4, right? So that's 16. We're left with 2. We kind of have to borrow a 0. Then we end up with a decimal place here, right? So we're kind of borrowing a 0. Just magical. And we know that, there we go. 5 times 4 is 20. We want to get that remainder of 0, right? So I get 4.5. Let's check it on the old calculator. 18 divided by 4, 4.5. All right. Or 4.5. in this case, we'll finish our answer with a decimal value. And there we go. Okay, so therefore, 4.5 is 25% of 18. Okay. Let's do another one quickly. We'll leave that. Perfect. Find 10% of 95. Okay, 10%. Hold up. This is the is. This is the of. It's just going to help, right? So, find 10%. So we're given the 10. Okay. Of course, this is 100. Find 10% of 95. So of is Q. Of 95. Again, C is unknown. Let's do the work. Cross multiply. What I'm going to do is save a step, because most of you have already been following along and you understand the steps. Right? Whatever the variable is attached to, that's the divisor. Okay, so our numerator is 10 times 95. Okay, let's cancel a couple of zeros. And we are left with 95 over 10. So we could do the decimal place trick quickly. Whoops. So what we're going to do is we want our denominator to be 1. Okay? So we're going to move the decimal 1 jump to the left. So from the right, we're going to move the decimal 1 jump to the left. So again, math is a balancing act. I'll show you the work. Essentially, this is what I've done. Okay, so our final answer should be 9.5. And do this. Trying to go through these a little bit quicker. Okay, that makes sense? Totally does make sense. All right, good job. I will see you in the next video. We'll do some more of these examples. There's a few. Plus we have some kind of word problem types. We'll see if we can get there. It's great to have you. Thank you for watching and learning along with the channel. I am Johnny, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care for now.
Thank you.